Hello my dears and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are doing well, and I am very happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with little old me. So before we meet our deck, I wanted to let you know about the many ways you can support my channel. Gotta do my little spiel. So like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people and grow as a channel. If you want to be notified of a new video that I have released, click on the notification bell, or you can buy me a coffee, and the link is below and above in my banner. It is basically a donation site that if you want to donate, you can go there and donate. And I make no profit off of it because it goes back into buying decks so that I can review on here for you guys. And with that being said, let's meet our deck, which is the Tarot Familiars deck. And it was created by Lisa Parker and published by Fournier January 1st, 2016, and it retailed at that time for $22.99. And wherever you buy it from, it can vary in price. And the deck box dimensions are 4.5 height, across is 2.50, and the width is 1.25 inches. It weighs 7.1 ounces, and it has tidal stackability on all sides but the bottom. And on the back, it has some teaser cards and copyright about Lisa Parker and her illustrations in the different languages that are on the deck. And I've taken the cards out already, and it does come with a guidebook, and it has instructions for Spanish, English, French, Dutch, and Portuguese, and we will go over that guidebook. So I'm doing something different with my tarot deck videos insofar as I am showing you a visual side-by-side comparison for the decks. So instead of just telling you the differences, I'm just going to go ahead and let you see them for yourself. Because it's hard to explain the card, what's in it, compared to what is in the new deck that you're showing off. So I just figured it'd be easier just to show it. So we are going to do the major arcana. The Tarot Familiars does follow the major minor arcanas, and it has the 4 suits. And you will get a title card with the picture of Kitty. And that is what the back of the deck looks like. And hopefully you can see the subtle artwork behind Lisa Parker's name. And then you have the copyright card that is similar to what was on the back box of the deck. So let's go ahead and show these cards off. So you have the Fools, and if you notice, there is 4 different languages. So you have the Fool, and then you have the Magicians, the High Priestesses, the Empresses, the Emperors, the Hierophants, Lovers. And they didn't change any of the titles in the major arcana. They stuck with those. Okay, this is a misprint with the strength cards. As you can see, the strength card in the Rider Waite is 8, and in here they misprinted it and made it 11. And the 11 numbered card is Justice. So they did misprint. Yeah, as you can see, the Justice card has been changed to 8, and the Strength card has been changed to 9. So that's a little bit of a misprint. And these are the Strength cards. You have your Hermits. And the Wheel of Fortunes. And the Justice cards. And, you know, I'm sure you could overlook it if you really wanted to, unless you go by the numerology, but it's kind of a small misprint, so, but it's up to you if after you see that misprint. I don't know if it's just this deck or it's the company that printed it. That batch was the one that has the misprint in it. I don't know, but then you got the stars, the moon, the sun, Judgment. You have Judgment Kitty judging you. And the World. Okay, so that is the major arcana cards. And next, they have chosen to have the wolves as this suit. This suit's familiar. Okay, so we have the Aces of Pentacles. And unfortunately, they don't have any imagery for the minor arcana. As you can see, they're just symbols. Very minimal. 4 Pentacles. Six. So depending on it, if you like the minimal 8 Pentacles, 9, and 10. They did choose to put some imagery in the suits, the court cards, not the suits, the court cards. So the Knave has been renamed Page. or the page has been renamed Knave. I can talk, really. So you have Pack of Wolves and Knight and the Queen of Pentacles. Although it's kind of hard to know which one is the Queen because they look identical. So that kind of throws you off. And then the same with the King. You have two white wolves that look identical, so it's kind of hard to know. But you do have the title of the card to help you out with the identification of the card. Alright, so next we have the Cups, and they chose to go with the Owls as familiars for that suit. So we have Aces, and once again we just have the minimal artwork. Although it's easily identifiable what suit it is. Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, and then you have your page Knave of Cups, little baby owls, and Knight of Cups, and Queen of Cups. So for some reason they decided to just do one owl in this suit. But then again, wolves are pack animals and owls are more solitary. Alright, so next we are going into the sword suit, and they chose, I do believe, ravens. As their choice for familiars. So you have the swords, two swords, three of swords, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, and you have your page knave, Knight of Swords, and Queen of Swords. So in this one they decided to use two for the they chose one for the knave, and then they chose two for the knight and the queen, and then chose one for the king. So that's kind of curious as to why they went that way. Okay, so last suit is the wands, and we have our kitty kitties as the familiar. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, 9, 10, and then you have your page name, and knight, queen, and you have your king of wands. Alright, so that is pretty much the side-by-side comparison of the deck. Okay, so let's go into this little guidebook. It's rather small, and the first page gives you which language, and it gives you the contents. And so I don't know any other language but English. I know a little Spanish, but not enough to actually do this video in Spanish. So we will go to page 21, and this one expands. Let's see, 21. Okay, so we will start, and it has EN for English. So it goes into the question is, what is tarot? And it goes into the background of tarot. And I will let you pause that and read that at your leisure. And it just gives you kind of a one page. Then we go into the major arcana, and the book expands, and you get what the card represents, and then upright position, you have your keywords, and then if the card is in the reverse position, you have the keywords for that. So short and sweet. And I will let you pause and read that at your leisure as well. And then the next page goes into, trying to keep this expanded so you guys can see. Then it goes into the minor arcana and normal position, and then reverse. And it gives a lot of just keywords. And then we have more of the minor arcana. And then it gives you a spread with the Celtic cross And this spread has the 11 cards because it uses a signifier card, which represents the questioner of the spread. So as you can see, it gives you the diagram, and then Magician for men and High Priestess is for women. But when I read a long time ago, they would suggest using the court cards because they used to break the court cards down by hair color. I think they still do it, but hair color, age, and then it has important notes. And then you go on to the French, but that's pretty much what they give you. But like I was saying, for signifiers, like they would use page for a youngster, the knight for a teenager, and then you would use your main signifiers as pentacles. And they also went by astrology. The pentacles are the earth signs. So, yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you if you want to use that extra card to signify you, the reader, and that would be placed as the first card in the middle of the Celtic cross, and then you would put the first card, let's see, what was it? Yeah, it would be in the middle, because usually the Celtic cross, I think the first card that you lay down is the current situation. So you would place that card over the signifier, or you could put the signifier up away from the Celtic cross. If you decided to use a signifier card, you could place it to the side and, you know, just have that focus there, or you can put it into the spread. So it's pretty much a preference what you want to do. All right, so cardstock could be better. It is thin, and as you can see, very bendy, and it is like a matte kind of feel. It's not high glossy or anything. And since they are small, most people should not have an issue with shuffleability. They are flexible, and it makes it very smooth for alright, so let's see what the Tarot Familiars have to tell us. Oh, I got two. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay, so let's see, what do they say? Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. Swords, Wands, Cups, Cups, Cups. Okay, so Normal position, home, happiness, cheerfulness, pleasure, peace, love, honor, esteem, and virtue. And then for the Hanged Man, they have represents the spirit of unite. Oh my God, I can't say that word. Reunification and sacrifice. Normal position, life in suspension, transition, apathy and dullness, boredom, abandonment, sacrifice, repentance, readjustment, regeneration, improvement, and surrender. So, it seems like in order to get this, you're going to have to sacrifice something, is my first initial thoughts on those two cards. Without clarifiers or more cards, it's kind of hard to know what the cards are telling you. Beginners will struggle with this deck due to it being a what they call a pip deck, because of the minimal imagery in the cards. There's the major arcana should be okay to figure out, but then when you get into these kind of cards, until you're more secure with the traditional tarot, I guess is the best way to put it, you're gonna struggle. But with every deck, until you become familiar with it, and I always say I will not dissuade you from buying a deck, because if you connect with the deck, you connect with the deck. You don't. It could be that you don't at that time, but that doesn't mean that you might not, that you might at a later time connect with that deck. So I believe that tarot cards and oracle cards are kind of finicky. It's like you'll be connecting with it, and then it's like you'll do a reading and it's like, wait, what happened? So that is pretty much the tarot familiars. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the deck. Did you like it, dislike it, love it, hate it? Are you gonna buy it? And if you do, let me know if my video helped you in reaching that decision. And if there's any deck you would like to see in a future video, let me know and I will see what I can do. And once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope you will join me for another video. But until then, take care and goodbye, my dears.